All right, the alpha male, Betamax from A to Z. And we're starting with one of my favorite, probably my favorite Charles Bronson movie. And if you've ever seen this movie, you'll go, what's wrong with him? And I think it's just a suspenseful, very good movie. Sort of based on, who was that? Who was that guy? Oh, I can't remember. I mean, there's some of the one guy, who was the guy up in Washington State that was an idiot? Um, I can't remember their names. Who cares? That's the way it should be anyway. But so it's a good movie because you got Bronson in there, okay? And Bronson, he good. Lisa Ilbacker, I don't know. Andrew Stevens, Gina Davis. Oh, how do you like that? Wilford Brimley, got diabetes. Robert Lyons, Burt Williams, Somebody Lane, Ola Ray, Kelly Plaza, Cozy Costa. Don't know. Don't know those people, but what matters is that Charlie is in it. Okay? Looks like it was a rental. Oh, that's a shame. Looks like it's in good condition though. But this is sort of the sort of movie that people would have rented. Now, is that something on top of the sticker or part of the sticker? I think that's on top. Must have been the number, right? Look at this goo. Somebody has tried to rewrite history here. Don't bother. What does that say? Holdridge Video, Burlington Street, Holdridge, Nebraska. You read that? Camera's in focus. Now, Holdridge, where are you, Holdridge? I want to know about your store. How do I find you? I want to talk to you. Cop Killer and a Deadline. Okay, so I'm just going to let you look at the box. I mean, if you just absolutely have to read what's going on with this movie, I mean, I'd prefer you didn't, because the best movies are when you go in cold. And I'll just tell you, there's a guy that needs to be caught. Bronson is playing a cop, and there's a bad guy, and that's his daughter in the movie, okay? That's all you need to know. Now just go watch it. And if you like that type of movie, this is definitely R-rated. I can see there's the R sticker down there. See, and it's an R-rated movie, so prepare yourself. But you know what I mean? Okay. All right. I like that. Sorry. What's wrong with me? I like that movie. 1955. Now look at the size of this box. Rental alert. Look at this. If this kid is not chunky, you know what I mean? Look at that. This looks like a sliding door or something. No, it's got one of these butt folds here. There we go. Look at this. Boing, 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 boing. I'm going to do this for 3 hours in this video. Boing, 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 boing. You ever send a message on the wire? You're fired. How would you like to be fired over that thing? You're sitting there putting it together and you're like, yeah, the wire's down. Sorry, boss. Van Hefflon, Aldo Ray, Mona Freeman, Nancy. I don't recognize one. Tab Hunter I've heard of. I heard he was a bit of a skunk. If I'm thinking of the right guy, ask Sally Field. Fess Parker, I know him from something. He was some kind of cowboy. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy on that Tab Hunter. What's the difference? I'm not going to throw out accusations. Now, why is this box so big? Well, this one holds a surprise. There's 2 tapes in there, son. This must be some long movie. Definitely a rental. You can see my Clorox wipe residual. Sort of like hairy. But listen, you know, I don't want to touch these things. In a post-you-know-what world. What does that say? Do not remove security. Something. The label destructs when attempted to remove it. I don't like that. So there's the rare 2-taper Flip that over, flip that over. Red Rover, Red Rover. Now, I'm flipping this over and I'm seeing something that I can't comprehend. Why is Speedy Gonzales up there? Remember how exciting a night at the movies used to be? Boy, do I. With a slam-bang World War II epic, plus newsreel, cartoon, even previews of coming attractions. Now this is my kind of tape. Warner Home Video hasn't forgotten, and A Night at the Movies 1955 brings back a full-course banquet of movie-going thrills to capture the unique flavor of the cinema days gone by. Now, you read that, right? And this is exactly what I'm talking about on why I'm even discussing these video cassettes and why beta is important. It's not that it's a better picture. It's not. It's not that it's better sound. It is not. Okay? Even though the modern devices we have that can make these a little bit better, running through an upscaler and stereo sound and stuff, provided the tape has that on there. It's capturing the flavor of what was going on at the time with the previews that they show before the movies and discovering movies you never heard of because of those previews, you know, lesser known films, and just the whole ritual of putting the tape in, and you can't just dip out of it 100 times. That's what's going on here. Okay? That's why I do it. If it's for the flavor. Okay? I'm not going to read any of this. Just go watch it. If anybody who took the time to put that stuff in there, if you have a copy of this on this format, you should watch it. Okay? And you can probably find that Speedy Gonzales cartoon. YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. Probably the movie's on YouTube. But this deserves to be recognized for what they put into it, and this gorgeous box. Okay, it is gorgeous, and it's dying. I mean, really, what I ought to be doing is sealing this shit. But you know, I'm gonna put it under plastic, and it's gonna be okay. Ideally, I would like to transfer all of these digitally, but you know, who's got time for that, right? Nobody ain't got time for that. Matthew Broderick, I don't know who that is, and Haley Berry, no way, it's got to be older than that, right? Anyways, 1918. Horton Foodies, I don't know him. Parental guidance, so it's okay, don't worry. That don't look like Matthew Broderick. There he is. Look at that. He's a nice little schoolboy. 1985? At first, World War I wasn't much more than a colorful parades and rousing songs for the citizens of sleepy Harrison, Texas. But then the influenza epidemic struck. Now, who wants to watch this, considering what's happened in the last 5 years? You know what I mean? So, wait a minute. What? Matthew Broderick and Haley Foodie, and it's Horton Foodies 1918? Huh? There you go. You want to watch a movie about the flu that was going on in 1918? Here it is, baby. Be Kind, Rewind. Doesn't look like one person rented this. I mean, this thing looks brand spanking new. And it was at Radio Shack, right? So, by the way, I hate that expression. Everybody goes, right? After a sentence. It's infectious, and I apologize. But weird subject matter, a movie I've never heard. Now, 1985, I was dialed in. Okay? I went to the movies all the time. So that this slipped past me 100%, I don't know. And then it was at Radio Shack. I'm going to tell you, I never even considered going to Radio Shack to rent a movie because I couldn't even have guessed that that was a real thing. I'm thinking that thing's in good shape. All right, now here's something that I really don't want to watch, and I don't even like showing you, but I mean, it's here. You know, they put a little effort into the box. I like Charles Kuralt. If you've ever watched his videos where he's driving around the country, I don't know why that's interesting, but it is, and it still is today. It's sort of a time capsule. And then you got that terrible Leslie Stahl, Bob I remember him, Walter Cronkite, Dan Rather, what a bitch. But it's the Iranian hostage crisis. Now, who wants to relive that? Okay, it was disgusting. But here it is. You can see right there. Fucking Anne Bradley. Boy, it's every shithead. Well, except for Ike Papapassis. Who else? Liz Tortellini, Richard Wagner, 1981. So it's probably just, you know, a summation of their... Come on, baby, don't treat me this way. Just go in there. Probably just a summation of the all the footage and stories they did. I can't imagine you want to watch that, but maybe as a for school or something. High Society. I've sort of heard of this, but not 100%. And the problem is, this is one of these where I don't know. But I do like reading how much people wanted for these. No, that's just the Dewey Decimal System Music Plus. Looks like it's in good shape, but I don't know what that movie's about. Sorry, I can't offer much information on something I do not know. And the problem is, the lion's share of what's left are all of these, so sorry. Fantasies, okay. Maybe we're getting something spicy here, although I doubt it with the CBS Fox, but $60. Again, don't know. And plus it was at Music Plus, so, you know, come on, that's got to be something else. That's just to trick you into renting it, I guess. French Connection 2, apropos for what's going on recently. Fayetteville. French Connection 2. Now this one should have been like rented every 10 minutes, but they showed this movie on TV a lot. Maybe that hurt them. But I mean, this is in pristine condition. Da, 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 da. Zoom, 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 zoom. Bop, bop, bop. Da, da, da. All right, what else we got in here? For a few dollars more. Now, you know what that's about, right? That's a tune, right? Video Rentals of Fayetteville. So, if you are a rental store or you're the kids or something, you don't accidentally fall upon this video and just go like a small nostalgia trip, and then couldn't you contact me, please? I would like to talk to you. And I don't know how to get a hold of people that had a video store back then. I don't know anybody. Come on. I know I'm nobody over here, but couldn't you just, you know, virtually sit for an interview with me? Fistful of Dollars. This is what they call the Dollars trilogy, by the way. Here at my house, we call dog turds doggy dollars. So every time I hear dollars, that's what I think of. Music Plus. This one's a little more worn. I don't know why that plastic breaks down like that. The film looks okay though. United Artists, that's nice. They don't exist anymore, really. You haven't seen the Dollars trilogy, you really should. I mean, listen, they're not like The Unforgiven, okay? You know, that guy had many, many years to polish that up, but they're good movies. And a lot of people don't know. They're not, it's not 1, 2, and 3. Eastwood plays a different character in each movie. But because there's so little talking, you sort of get the feeling that they're all a trilogy, which is very weird to me, but whatever. Because there's all the same actors, too. Now, 5 Mile Creek, Volume 3, was this a TV show? With the initial success of the fledgling Stagecoach line partners, Jack Taylor, whatever, Life in Australia, oh, I'd watch that, Australia, as well as an impressible young daughter. That looks like a dude. Also in this volume, exciting scenes of future adventures of 5 Mile Creek. This is a TV show. Gotta be, right? So how do you fly in on number 3? Oh, there's that fancy Disney sticker. There they are. It says video rentals. Where are you from? What does that say? I can't even see it here. Oh my God. Well, maybe I can look at this later. On here, I just can't read it. It's that silver, the light. If this is, I see something. I don't think it says the name of the place. I think it just says don't mess with it. On top of Old Smoky, I ran out of bread. The Glory Boys. Okay. Makes me think of something else. The Glory Boys, I don't know what you're about, but you're on Prism Video, and I never heard of it, and this is Fayetteville guy again. What year does that say? 3001? 19, what is that? Is that 64? That could be 84 or 54. I think that might say 84. The Glory Boys. How did that slip past me? I don't know. Well, that's a little interesting. What do we have here? What does that say? Tamper resilient label. Huh. They're worried about you digging in there. That's so... Somebody around at this time, why would you open that up and play with the tape inside? Would you take that, because these things were $100, $60, would you take the tapes out and put in a blank, and then you've got a $60 movie, and then when you return it, you know, sort of back together, and you go, I don't know what happened. What do you mean? I've never seen that. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and we will carry on because we got more to go through. And isn't it fun to sit down here and have these little chats, look at a little nostalgia? And please, some person who's watching this and knows somebody, please contact me so I can interview them, please. Please. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.